Okay, so here, English class, we're going to do just student book page 16. The unit 2 is the first page for the unit 2. And the heading is the whole story. The whole story. So look in the picture and read the story of story. Let's talk about stories. There's a difference between stories, or story, and history. Do you know what is the difference? What is the difference between story, like this, story, and history? It's a fake friend.
Story es una historia que te cuenta una persona, un relato o algún recuerdo.
Un cuento.
History sería un suceso histórico.
Exactly. Story is more than un cuento. Yeah. And history is about, is the proper noun for historia. So here, the whole story, el cuento completo, must be. In the pictures, kinds of stories. It's a shame that I don't have your book. It's a shame. So here, the story of the story. I want you to read these parts, please, because I can see it very well. So I don't know who wants to read this article. Daniela Ayala. I choose you as a volunteer to read. Violet.
El texto de historia.
Yes, this is join us.
Join us as we explore the world of storytelling. From prehistoric drawings and paintings, through folk tales told by our ancestors, to the interactive digital storytelling of today, from the
Exhibition.
exhibition creator.
Yeah, creator.
There are said to be over 1 million books in the new
Library.
Okay. Library of Birmingham. But storytelling didn't start with the written word. It originated with pictures and then the spoken word, drawing of animals, people, and symbols.
Symbols?
Symbols. Were early forms of communication and storytelling. Then as we developed the power to speak. It's probably the earliest example. Stories began to be told orally. The epic of Gilgamesh is probably the earliest example of a written story. It describes the adventures of the king of Uruk and was written on 12 clay tablets in Mesopotamia around
5,000
years old. 5,000 years ago.
Years ago.
A lot has happened in the time between the creation of those primitive tablets and the super-fast digital tablets we use today. But one thing has changed from the beginning. From very beginning, we have used storytelling to help explain and understand the world around us. The story of the story is a unique opportunity to enter the world of ancient myths and legends, revisit the fairy tales of your childhood, and explore the digital worlds of gaming and interactive
Okay,
storytelling.
thank you. What is the text talking about? What is that text talking about? The hidden story of the story. What does it mean? What is talking about? ¿De qué trata el texto? Mm, what? I don't know, it's about the beginning of something, but the beginning of what? Okay, it's talking about an exhibition, I think, an exhibition to the library of Birmingham called The Story of the Story. So it's about a book exhibition in Birmingham that the name is The Story of the Story. Okay, I want to ask you, who wrote the leaflet, the exhibition curator? Okay, it was exhibition curator. What is an exhibition curator? ¿Qué es un curador de exhibición? ¿Mm? It's a person or is a machine? I don't know. Answer, say something. Okay, it's a person who selects from many things. It's a person that selects and arranges items in an exhibition. That person decides what the people going to see or find in an exhibition, art exhibition, book exhibition, whatever, okay? In a museum, whatever. Okay, let's find 5 or the kinds of books in the picture. Okay, as you see here, we don't have the whole pictures, but I'm sure that you have the book. Children's book, tipos de libros. Children's book, comic book, e-book. Do you know what is an e-book? No, it's a digital book. Okay, one more test. Okay. You want, I heard your dog. Okay, an ebook is a digital book that you buy in the app store you want, and you have the book always in your smartphone or your iPad or whatever, and you can read it. Also, you can hear. If you don't have time or you are busy with something, you can just play the book and you can hear what the book says. Okay, without read. Encyclopedia, guidebook, and novels. Those are some kinds of books. Estos son algunos tipos de libros. Okay, write 5 more kinds of book. Write 5 more kinds of book. Can you make a list of 5 more kinds of book? Do you think it's possible? ¿Es posible que hagan una lista de 5 tipos de libro más? Yes, hay muchos más. 5 más. For example, here says, what says here? Thesaurus.
Una bibliografía no cuenta como, prefiero, un libro explicando la vida de alguien. ¿Cuenta ahí o no cuenta?
Biographies.
No sé.
Yes, I think yes. Yes, it could be.
Teacher, a coloring book. A coloring book.
A coloring book. Yeah, okay. Okay, coloring book. Coloring. Okay, what else? Yes, biography is one of. What else? What else? What about the Bible? Is the Bible a book?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What else?
History book, un libro de historia.
Yes, but it must be most like for study. Can be a student book. Study books. Okay, we have 4. Let's put it over here. Okay. Read the leaf test. What different forms have stories and over the years? Read the leaflet. What different forms have story had over the years? ¿Qué cambios ha tenido la historia, esta historia sobre los años? ¿Cómo han cambiado? I don't know. And we don't also hear the what is the name? Cookbooks. Los libros de receta. Cookbooks. Textbook. Dictionaries. Also. Okay, so here too. Okay, how the books have changed over the years? Okay. It's over here. Now books, can you see, there you see drawings? Puedes encontrar dibujos en ellos, drawings. The ebooks are spoken by you. Están hablados para ti, spoken. And also, okay, they are and digital also, the digital way.
La recopilación, porque hay veces que recopilan varios libros para que no tengas que estar buscando
Like a
un libro por
saga. Volumes, sorry, volumes. Sagas is for movies, volumes. Okay, very good. Work with words. Complete the definition with the words in the box. The box have the words fable or fabi, I don't know. I'm not sure what it says. Can you help me? Ah, fable.
Teacher,
Fabula.
teacher,
Yes, wait a moment. Do you have a question, Juan Cortez?
no, solo iba a decir.
Okay, so here, one, we have the definition, you have to complete with the heading. What do you think the heading is? With the words that are here in the box. It's a traditional children's story in which magical things happen. Like Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. What is the name of those kinds of books?
Fairy tale.
Fairy tales. Good. Okay. Number two, it's an old traditional story that was originally told orally.
Fable o fábula. Okay.
No, grandpas usually tell our storytellers about that. An old traditional story. Traditional.
Fall tale.
Fall tale. Okay, a traditional story, typically about animals that teaches a moral lesson.
Fable.
Okay, fable. Like Uncle Tiger and Uncle Rabbit. Have you ever heard that fable? Okay. 4, a story about imaginary events of people. Cuento largo.
Is tale, no? Tale.
Tale, just tale. And here, a story that someone invents by exaggerating the events.
Tall tale.
Mm?
Tall tale.
Tall
Or
tale,
tell story.
tall tale or tall story, okay? Tall tale or tall story. Okay. So guys, stories can be imaginary, traditional, or true. A tale, however, is a story about imaginary events or people. There are different kinds of tales. Folk tales are those of traditional stories that were originally told orally. They have been passed down through the generations, so no one knows how they originated. Tales for children became known as fairy tales, especially in the 9th century, when people like Hans Christian Andersen started writing them down. Most of them have elements of magic, such as Cinderella, Cenicienta. Another category is fables. They typically feature animals that have human characteristics, and the stories have some kind of moral. The Frog and the Mouse, for example. I should also mention tall tales or tall stories, as they call them in the UK. They describe something someone tells you that sounds so exciting or dangerous that you can't believe it's true, and it probably isn't true. Okay, so here. Let's match the words or phrases in the box to the stories. Epic, legend, myth, saga, urban legend, or myth again. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, just 2, so you can research. Okay, so here, Star Wars. So Star Wars 4. What do you say? That Star Wars was a? That have 8 movies or 8 or 7 movies is
A saga.
saga. Okay, good. Crocodiles in the sewers of New York.
Urban legend o leyenda urbana.
Yes, urban legend. Urban legend. Okay, good. King Arthur or Robin Hood?
That's epic.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
No. It's a legend. You don't have proof about that. Okay, there's nothing to prove.
Teacher, sorry.
Yeah.
I think that Gilgamesh is a legend.
Gilgamesh.
Because Gilgamesh, because he was a king of Mesopotamia.
Okay. But beyond of that, do you think, I think is epic. Is epic because there are proof about Gilgamesh. 1. It's an epic story. And it's part of history. So it's epic. And the Minotaur
It's a myth.
A myth.
Es decir, un mito.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good job. This class was so interesting. And look at the difference about books between long ago and now. Okay, that's all for today, classes. I really like that.